With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello everyone, let's solve the problem. So the problem says a particle of mass m is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram and charge q is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb moves at a speed of 1 into 10 raised to 7 meter per second. It enters a region of uniform magnetic field at point E as shown in the, so the field has a strength of 1 Tesla. So what we are given mass of the particle. So mass of the particle is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram. And what is the charge on particle? It is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. And what is the speed of particle? It is 1 into 10 raised to 7 meter per second. And what is the strength of magnetic field? It is 1 Tesla. So now let's read part A. So the magnetic field is directed into the plane of the paper. The particle leaves the region of the field at point F. Find the distance EF and the angle theta. So we are given this diagram. Particle enters from E and exits from F. So we can redraw this triangle here. So it is a triangle. So what happens that if a particle is traveling perpendicular to the magnetic field, then a magnetic force acts on the particle, and this magnetic force is given by F is equal to Q V cross B. It is the force acting on the particle and it is perpendicular to the speed of the particle and perpendicular to the magnetic field. So this force will act in this direction, in the direction of from E to O. So we can say that this particle will trace a circle and this EF curvature is part of that circle. So this OE will be radius and OF will also be radius, and this OE will be perpendicular to the direction in which particle is traveling. So in the same way we can say that OF will also be perpendicular to the direction in which particle is traveling. Now we have redrawn this triangle. So it is all, so in this direction particle is entering into the field and it is going like this and it is exiting at point F, and this angle is theta. This is perpendicular angle which is 90 degree. So it is O, it is E, and OE is also perpendicular to the direction of the traveling particle. So it is also 90 degree, and this angle is given to us which is 45 degree. If this is 45 degree, it is 90 degree, then it should be 45 degree. And OE is equal to OF. It is R, then it will also be R. So these two angles must be equal. So if it is 45 degree, then it should be 45 degree. Now we have 45 degree, 90 degree. So how much theta will be? So we can write down 45 degree plus 90 degree plus 90 degree plus theta equals to 180 degree. So from here we can get value of theta. So theta will be 45 degree. So now next thing that we need to find out is the length of EF. So we can say that if these two angles are 45 degree, then it should be 90 degree. So it is a right triangle. So for a right triangle we can write down EF should be equal to square root of OE square plus OF square. So what is the value of OE and of OF? It should give us R square plus R square, which will give us R multiplied by square root of 2. Now we need to find the radius of the circle which is traced by the particle moving perpendicular to the magnetic field. So we know that radius is given by mv divided by QB. So we can put this value in this equation and find out the EF value. So our EF value will be square root multiplied by R, which R value is this. So we can put here MV divided by QB. So now we can put the value of M and V, Q and B. So we will write square root multiplied by what is the mass? It is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram multiplied by velocity. What is velocity? It is 1 into 10 raised to 7 meter per second. Divide by what is the value of Q? It is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 multiplied by B. What is the value of magnetic field? It is 1 Tesla. So after solving this, we will get our final answer, which is the value of EF. So our final answer value of EF will be 0.14 meter. So now let's solve part B. What does part B says? So let's read the question. So in part B, if the field is coming out of the paper, so now in part A, magnetic field was inside the paper. Now it is coming out of the paper. Find the time spent by the particle in the region of the magnetic field after entering in it at E. So we know that in the first case, the area of the circle which was inside, which was traced by the particle, was 1/4 of the full circle. So if the magnetic field is coming outside, then we can say that, suppose that it is a magnetic field which is coming outside. What will happen in this case? In this case, particle will move in clockwise direction. In part A, magnetic field was going inside the plane. So particle moved in anti-clockwise. Now particle will move in clockwise direction. Suppose that particle is moving like this. Now what will happen in this case? In this case, path traced by the particle will be 1/3 of the area of the full circle. So path traced by particle will be 3/4 of full circle. So time taken by the particle will also be 3/4 of the total time taken to trace full circle. So we can write down time as T will be 3/4 multiplied by T node, where T node is the time taken by the particle to trace full circle. So we can write down values here. So time will be 3/4 multiplied by what is the T node? T node is given by 2 pi m divided by q multiplied by b. So now we can put values here. So we will write 3 divided by 4 multiplied by 2 pi multiplied by mass, which is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 27 kilogram divided by QB. What is value of Q? It is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb multiplied by B, which is 1 Tesla. So after solving this, we will get our final answer. So our final answer will be 4.7 into 10 raised to minus 8 second. So our final answer is 4.7 into 10 raised to minus 8 second. This will be our final answer. Thank you.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut App today.